Y'all already know the drill. Make sure you listen to my music. Manny Mac is on all platforms, all of them. You have Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, even platforms that you don't think are gonna have it, like maybe MySpace. I don't know, whatever you're into. Make sure you do that, and make sure you subscribe, like, and share these videos. Subscribe, like, and share, and leave a comment too. Let's discuss. All right, here we go. 5 minutes. So, politics and music. Listen, people say, let's do music, leave politics out of it. I'm one of the camp that believe that all art is political, whether or not you want to accept it, right? So if you have rock and roll and Elvis doing some sexual move back in the day, that turns political, and there's a whole cultural movement which leads into the political movement, because politics is downstream of culture, as Andrew Breitbart has said, and I do think he was accurate about that. So if you interact with the culture, with music and art interacts with the culture, it's going to affect politics. I mean, look at the music in the 70s, a lot of the funk and punk that was going on. It was because there was a lot of progressive movements happening around that time, especially after the civil rights movement. So we have to, because of that notion in that statement, that I agree that all art is politics, I have to agree with Billie Eilish and her actions. I mean, as an artist, first off, she's independent. And when I mean independent, like, oh, she's not an independent artist, she's signed to big labels. I mean, what I mean by that is she's like independent in the sense of, I don't think she's gonna get fired or dropped from her label just for saying something completely anodyne. She could get dropped from her label. Now, some of you guys are gonna say, "Oh, well, her label wants her to say that." Okay, cool. I think her label doesn't care. I think most labels don't really care about your political opinion as long as you don't diss their direct interest group. But even if you diss the labels themselves, you say, "Oh, screw my label," or whatever, they'll still keep you. So labels are all about money. They're vulturistic anyway. So there's that. But that's besides the point. But yeah, artists have always been cultural figures, therefore they are political figures. So Billie Eilish is right to say what she wants to say. And I don't want to get to the substance because I don't want this video rather, to get too into the weeds of the policy and of the philosophy she expressed, as far as nobody's illegal on stolen land. But I do just want to defend her right to say political things, and they're not. It's not even a hateful thing. It's not like she's even doing a call to action when it came to what she said. So I don't see how she's wrong. I don't see how she's too edgy. And also, to the conservatives, aren't you guys kind of tired of that? I mean, every election cycle, every time there's something big happening in the news, every artist is talking about it. Adam Levine was talking about the Iraq war back then, and so was freaking will.i.am, and Marvin Gaye years before that was talking about the Vietnam War. So I do not understand why there's still a complaint when artists talk about political things. I mean, art in general is inspired by the world around the artist. Whether that world is completely fantasy, that artist gets lost into a book, or lost into another piece of art, or lost into history, or most likely lost into the current zeitgeist, they're going to get inspired by politics anyway. So I don't understand why this is still a complaint. But I guess the real complaint is the overt nature of her politics. I guess they find it to be obnoxious, but she just said one statement. It's not like she said like a whole bunch of statements. So I don't really understand. I'm trying to really figure out what the problem is, but I think I know what the problem is. And the problem is these conservatives are mad at the position. They're not really mad at people overtly saying political things. And the reason is because you guys, conservatives, have a whole MAGA movement. You guys do not complain about that at all. Whenever Christian music comes on, you guys don't complain about that at all. And religion is completely tethered to politics in our political culture, especially here in America. So you guys don't really care about politics being involved into the art, as long as the politics matches up with your politics. That being said, just discuss the politics, or make counter art that emboldens your politics, which you guys have done with the MAGA movement, or the MAGA music, to be fair. But the music kind of sucks, and I get it. And you don't have all these institutions that are progressive, because a lot of the Hollywood elite is in California, which has a lot of blue left-leaning positions, and you feel like you're ousted from there. But also, you guys kind of been separating yourselves from there. There's plenty of conservatives in Hollywood, or Christians, or whatever. Like that guy from High School Musical, the musical, the one that plays guitar, or that I believe the Ant-Man guy is also very Christian. The Chris Pratt, I don't know what his name is, but someone can correct me there. But like, so I don't really see what the big deal is. And if you want to debate her politics, debate her politics. Don't go and harass her and do all this other stuff or complain that you want stuff to be completely apolitical, because it's just not. That's just not how the real world works. Even if a simple love song affects the culture, therefore affects the politics in it. Uh, so, once again, I think the whole complaint about there's too much politics in art has always been weird. Now, people haven't always expressed their politics in a artful way, and that's a different complaint because there's some people that are on both sides, left and right, that do it badly, but it's a different complaint. Anyway, my 5 minutes is up, down. Make sure you listen to my music. Manny Mac is on all platforms, all of them. They're available on all platforms. Listen to my music, okay? And also subscribe and like and comment on this video. Dow, see you later.